Gary Keesee here. If there was a place that I told you you could find a lot of money, would you like to know about it? Well, of course you would. And everyone has this place of lost money. It's called insurance. We all have to have insurance to insure cars and houses. But when's the last time you read your policy or talked to your agent? Probably not very often. That's how it is in most families. But over 30 years of helping people get out of debt, I found that insurance is a huge loss area. In fact, we almost always find hundreds of dollars a month of lost money when we examine people's insurance policies. I know it sounds crazy, but it's there. And today on Fixing the Money Thing, we're going to take a closer look at the lost money in insurance.
With most families burdened in unsustainable levels of personal debt, most Americans believe there is no way to have financial freedom. However, author, pastor, and financial expert Gary Keesee believes most families can be completely out of debt in less than 7 years.
You must get out of debt. You've got to make right choices with your money right now.
Gary and his wife Drenda are now on a crusade to share this information that changed their life so that you can not just survive, but prosper in today's economy.
Your life can be totally transformed by an idea in the marketplace.
This is Gary Keesee, Fixing the Money Thing.
Welcome to Fixing the Money Thing, this special edition of Fixing the Money Thing. You know, Drenda, we've been talking about helping people get out of debt. Of course, it takes money to get out of debt.
Yes, it does.
Today, we're going to examine a spot you may not have thought of that we're going to find probably quite a bit of money that you can use and free up to help accomplish that goal.
That's right, Gary. And today's topic is insurance. I know, yuck, but something almost everyone has, no one wants to talk about, and certainly no one wants to pay for. But as boring as insurance is, you seem to be quite excited about talking about it.
I like insurance because it is confusing and boring, I'll grant you that. But again, I like to find money, and the key is when anything's boring and confusing, you can be sure that there's probably money there that you haven't taken the time to look for.
That's right.
So we're going to look for money today on Fixing the Money Thing, and that'll be fun, so stay with us.
Well, Gary, just for fun, we asked some people about their opinion of insurance, and when was the last time they actually read one of their policies?
Oh, that's good.
Watch this.
Probably a year and a half ago.
Probably never. I read it, like what all it does. Not since I got it.
When my rates went up.
I haven't read it either.
So, Gary, insurance, not an exciting topic, but as you always say, a vital one. Why are you excited about the money we can save, and how substantial is it?
It's substantial. It's thousands. So if you're tempted to say, we don't want to hear this program, please reconsider, because it's thousands of dollars you may be losing. And it's like my cousin. Remember, my cousin has the hog farm, and it really smells. And you asked him how he could stand it. What was his answer?
He said, it smells like money to me.
That's right. So insurance may be boring, but please stay with us, because it's going to smell like money to you. And that's exciting. So let's talk about insurance. Get your pencils and papers out. Let's find some money today to help you get out of debt. Number one, insurance is vital. You do need insurance. So understand that you could lose everything you have without it. You need insurance. We're not saying by any means not to pay or own insurance. You need insurance. But what you pay for it, that's what we're talking about today. So I'm going to jump into some areas that may be especially boring. I think probably the most boring of all insurances would be life insurance. I mean, who wants to talk about life insurance, right? I mean, you know, that's just really the one they don't want to talk about.
But it's a huge area of loss.
Huge. Again, here's the rule. If you don't like to talk about it or know about it, guess what? You can be taken in it by facts you don't know you have. So it's important that you hang with me here. So life insurance is an area that everyone needs to have families. You should have life insurance to take care of the dependents if something were to happen to the breadwinners, which could be two of you in today's culture. But the bottom line is this. Here's a myth. Let me put this graph up. Put the X up for me, if you will. You'll see the X here, Drenda. See, we've been taught our whole life when it comes to our whole life insurance that we need insurance our whole life, right? Everyone thinks you need life insurance your whole life. That's wrong. Here's the graph. When you're young and have no money, you essentially buy insurance That way you leave an inheritance if something were to happen to you. You don't have much money in those days. But as you save money your older years, you now have cash. You don't need insurance. For instance, if you had $500,000 in the bank cash, would you need a $500,000 life insurance policy?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, because you already have
Right.
the $500,000. So back to the graph, I'm renting someone else's money until I have time to save my own. When I have my own saved, I can stop renting someone else's. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Very simple.
You become self-insured.
You become self-insured. But the insurance industry makes a big deal about aiming at selling and owning life insurance your entire life. Now, there's another part of life insurance that is really deceptive. Let me just prove it to you with this graph. Let's put the graph up of the whole life policy. In this story, Drenda, we have a couple, typical American, in this case, age 53, that's spending $3,224 or so for a life insurance policy that provides a death benefit of $250,000. Okay, so $3,000, rounding it up, $3,200 for $250,000 life insurance. Inside the policy, this cash value policy, we find an account that is growing, or this cash value grows. Many times it's sold to people as part of their retirement, but it's kind of a funny retirement account. Let me show you why you should never own this kind of product. Number one, you'll see the death benefit here, Drenda. Does it ever change?
No, it's always $250,000.
It's always $250,000, but you'll see the cash growing in the policy. So let's say down here, you have, let's say, $90,000 in the policy, and something were to happen to you. How much does your beneficiary get?
$250,000.
$250,000. And what happened to the money that you saved inside the policy, the $90,000? Where'd that go?
You lose it.
They keep it. It's
Yes,
part of
yes.
the $250,000 death check. All right, so that kind of is weird. And then if you want the cash out, you're living, you're not dying, and you want to get part of that $90,000 out, how do you get it out?
You borrow it.
You have to make a loan against your own money and pay interest on it. So if I was a bank that said that if something were to happen to you, the bank, I'm the bank, I get to keep your estate. Your heirs can't have it. I get to keep your 90 grand. Or if you need your own money out of my bank, I'm going to charge you interest. How many clients would I have?
None.
Not many, but there's hundreds, millions of people that own this kind of insurance. Now let me show you why this doesn't make sense. And remember the number, $250,000 death benefit. Okay, Drenda, there's another type of insurance called term insurance that just pays the death benefit. Doesn't save any cash in it. Over here. So you'll see the same death benefit, $250,000, doesn't change. All right, so up here in the early years, now it does get more expensive, but in the early years you'll see it's only $414 a year. So let me ask you a question. You have a choice, same age person. In this example, he's paying $3,200, and how much does his spouse get if he dies?
$250,000.
$250,000. In this case, they're paying $414 a year, and how much does the spouse get?
$250,000.
Can you please tell me why you would want to pay $3,200 instead of $414?
I don't.
For the same exact benefit.
I don't, unless an insurance salesman talks me into it.
Well, here's what he would say. He says, well, this has cash that grows in it. It's part of your retirement, but we just discovered how much of the cash do you get if you died? Your spouse doesn't get that. They keep it. So what we tell people is only buy term insurance, take the difference in cost, $414 compared to $3,200, and save your money outside the insurance policy. And as far as retirement goes, you can put it in an IRA. This doesn't qualify as an IRA investment. So you're much better to own term insurance. As you can see, if you look at the numbers, it doesn't make sense. Buy term insurance, take the difference in price, pay debt off with it, or save it for retirement. Does that make sense?
It does.
So life insurance is no longer boring. It is a huge amount of money because you can get the cash value out of the policy you have, the reduced premiums you have. We just found you a lot of money if you own that type of insurance. Let's talk about group insurance, still life insurance. Most people think owning group life insurance at work, no one can beat the price. That's not true. Group life insurance is what we call 5-year level term insurance, meaning it goes up in price every 5 years, usually on your birth date, like 35, 40, 45, 50. you can almost always buy cheaper term insurance than you can get through your work, and you own it. If you leave the company, you own the insurance. The risk is if you leave a company, lose your insurance, you may not be healthy to get new insurance.
So you're better to own it outside of the work.
Always.
In case your health declines in some way, you still can keep the policy.
Always.
Even though you don't have the job.
Always, if possible, own your own insurance. That's exactly right. One more kind of insurance, it's not life insurance, I want to just mention briefly here. A lot of people have called private mortgage insurance, or we know it as PMI. When you buy a house and you're borrowing money on the house, if you borrow more than 80% of the value of the house, the bank requires you to own private mortgage insurance, not to protect you,
Protect them.
but to protect them if you default and the house is not worth enough to sell to make up the loan balance that you owe them. But PMI insurance, again, is only needed when you borrow above 80% of the value of the house. What happens if your house appreciates and you still have PMI on your house?
Wow, you're just losing the money, right?
I mean, is the bank going to call you and someone going to call you and say, hey, let's
No.
take the PMI off?
No.
No, you need to understand you can take the PMI insurance off your house if it's appreciated or you've paid the debt down, saving you about $100 a month or more that you can now pay against debt and other things. These are just examples of how insurance is fun to talk about because we find money in so many weird and strange places. And Drenda, money's fun to find.
Right, and you're attacking your debt so you can be financially free. Insurance can be a major expense, but one you can easily control with just a little effort. We want to challenge you to take control of your life and be financially free. The package we put together in our Financially Free Challenge is a series of resources to get you out of debt and live the life God destined for you. Watch this.
Today's resources from Fixing the Money Thing are designed to start a financial revolution in your life, get you living the life God destined for you, and of course, fix your money thing. Are you living your dream? Is debt causing you to trade your joy for paying the creditors? Then it's time to be financially free.
Are you in debt or living paycheck to paycheck? Then I would suggest you may need a financial revolution.
New from Fixing the Money Thing, the Financially Free Kit delivers the tools you need to be free from debt forever. The kit starts with the all-new Financially Free Workbook, a practical how-to guide filled with step-by-step instructions for collecting the data you need for your free get-out-of-debt plan, forms, and worksheets. The kit also includes a DVD from Gary, walking you through the workbook steps to financial freedom.
This workbook will take you step by step through the process to get your family free.
Next, you get the Financial Foundations Toolkit, 6 CDs of powerful information to keep you tracking toward financial freedom. CDs include Revolution of the Mind Messages on Fear, Money Proverbs and Finances, Gary's Foundational Message, Heaven Here and Now, How to Protect Your Investments in Retirement, and Gary's It's My Business CD. Call, write, or go to GaryKeesee.com, and for only $75, get the new Financially Free Kit that also includes a set of financial scripture cards, handy reminders of God's promises for your finances, and a calculator from Fixing the Money Thing to track your progress.
Until you stop the debt trap and stop living according to the world system, you're not going to be free.
Call 888-391-LIFE. That's 888-391-5433. Visit GaryKeesee.com or write to Faith Life Now, P.O. Box 779, New Albany, Ohio 43054 to order the Financially Free Kit, Workbook, Instructional DVD, 6 CD series, Financial Scripture Cards, and Calculator for your $75 or more gift in support of Faith Life Ministries. For only $99 or more, we'll include the book that started it all, Fixing the Money Thing by Gary Keesee. Get started understanding kingdom principles. Read Fixing the Money Thing. Share your email address and you'll start receiving weekly encouragement emails from Gary throughout your journey to financial freedom. Gary Keesee wants to revolutionize your finances and teach you the kingdom principles you need to fix your money thing. Take the challenge. Call, write, or log on now to get your financially free resources to help you destroy debt and start living free. Share your success story of debt elimination. Get your financially free kit to get started. Share your story, and we'll bless someone with $3,000 to continue paying off debt and enjoying financial freedom. Visit financiallyfreechallenge.com, leave your email address, and share your success story with us.
We hope you'll take advantage of today's resources. We really do want to see you financially free. All right, Gary, I'm starting to see why you think insurance is exciting. There is a lot of lost money that we can pay off debt with and show people how to do that.
There's a lot of money. I mean, it's not that complicated. It sounds complicated, but really it's not, especially when you start finding $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 that can be utilized to tackle debt. That is fun learning. So,
all right, are there some more areas we can save some money?
There's more areas, and of course we'll not be able to cover all of them today. I'm just trying to whet your appetite and get you involved in the process. One that you'll hear all the time, Drenda, is called credit life. If you ever buy a car, buy something on payments, you're always going to be asked, would you like credit life on this loan? And what credit life does is it pays the debt off if something were to happen to you. It's a form of life insurance. There's some serious problems with credit life, and I'll mention them. Number one, credit life is offered to anyone. There's no underwriting, which means that the premiums, because they have to include sick people, well people, everyone in credit life, the premiums or the price is very high. You can always buy cheaper term insurance yourself. Number two, credit life's premium or the cost of the insurance itself is added to the loan. So not only are you paying the premium for the insurance, you're now paying interest also on the premium. That's crazy, right?
Right.
And then, you know, credit life can be taken off at any time with a letter, but it will not change your payment. What will happen is it reduces the balance that you owe. So it'll speed the loan up, but it will not change the payment amount. But we recommend you get rid of credit life and buy your own personal term insurance, which you be used to pay anything off, not just that car or whatever that specific one item was.
Right.
Credit life is expensive. Never get it unless you are in a place that you can't qualify for insurance, you're sick or some illness, then credit life may be something you want to consider.
Sounds like there's a lot of better ways to spend your money than on credit life insurance.
Yeah, now there's another kind of insurance that they add to loans called disability insurance, which would make the payments if you were disabled. That's also the same scenario. The premium's prepaid up front, interest is paid on the premium, and it's very expensive. And if you want disability insurance, buy disability insurance. All right, so another way to find money in insurance. Are you excited yet? Are you really excited? Okay, have high deductibles. And the first thing people say when you say that is,
what happens? I've got to pay out of my pocket.
Exactly. Well, that's why you have to have a cash reserve. I mean, we're trying to get out of debt here, right? We're going to set things different, do things different. Having a cash reserve is essential. But that's right. Once the cash reserve is established, you raise the deductibles on auto home insurance programs, and it saves you dollars, big dollars. Also, pay your premiums yearly. You can pay it monthly, or you can pay it yearly. Most insurance companies charge you 12% to pay it monthly. So if you pay your insurance premium up front for the year, it's the same as investing essentially at 12%. And you can't find that in a bank anywhere right now anyway, right?
Wow,
so do that.
So many ways.
Also, many companies, if you pay online or with an automatic, credit card debit, they'll give you 10% off your rate as well. Check with your agent to find all the discounts you qualify for, but that's the key. Research, make the changes. You'll find hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Which brings my next point, shop for great rates. You'll be surprised. A survey was done with people with car insurance. Once they have car insurance in place and they're a good driver, they almost never shop again for car insurance. They'll keep the same company for years and years and years. And so always shop, be open, always compare and shop for rates. For instance, a good driver, I did a study, I did a scenario in California, a good driver with the same scenario. One company quoted $8,500, another $4,625, another $3,717, another $3,600, and another one $2,883.
Wow.
All for exactly the same driver.
Wow.
You can go to your state insurance department and ask for a printout of all the companies that are licensed in your state. You'll have to do the walking and the talking, but at least you'll get the list. You can go to their websites, make some calls, and find money.
Well, that was $5,000 or more difference.
Yeah, right there. That's $5,000. I mean, think about that.
It's worth a phone call.
It's worth a phone call. One last area of insurance. There's a lot of areas of insurance, Drenda. I'm just trying to get people to think, really? Really? I'm just trying to get people to think there is a lot of money. What we've talked about today already adds up to thousands of dollars to the typical family trying to match a budget that they could find. But one area of insurance that I think is worth owning that we've always owned is legal insurance. It's very cheap, $16 to $25 a month. Legal Shield's one company that we use a lot, but you can go on their website, Legal Shield, check them out. But basically, legal insurance allows you to talk to an attorney for free whenever you want to talk to one. That's pretty big. I mean, they charge a lot of money, $100-some an hour.
Especially in our world where there's a lot of lawsuits.
Tree falls across your back fence, who pays to have it cut up? You know, if someone runs into your car, who pays for that? I mean, having access to an attorney in today's world is a type of insurance. Lawsuits are huge, and most of them can be headed off at the pass with proper knowledge. And so I suggest anyone, especially in business, always own legal insurance. And families, you'll find it pays for yourself almost without exception. Every client we've talked to over the years, it's simply paid for itself. It's called legal insurance, $16 to $25 a month. It's well worth it.
Wow.
And last but not least, AAA is not an insurance company, but you definitely benefit by owning AAA. They come and tow you, they come and get you, they bring gas to you for a very inexpensive amount of money, and it's well worth it, and you get hotel discounts, all kinds of discounts. It pays for itself. AAA is a good value.
Wow, Gary, you've given us so many areas to save money in. You know, we're your financial advocate. We want to see you get out of debt. There are things that people aren't going to tell you that you need to know. There's only so much that we can tell you in this program in this short time that we have with you each day. So that's why we make some resources available to you to help you completely revolutionize your finances and your life. When you revolutionize your finances, you do revolutionize your life. Watch this and we'll be right back.
Today's resources from Fixing the Money Thing are designed to start a financial revolution in your life, get you living the life God destined for you, and of course, fix your money thing. Are you living your dream? Is debt causing you to trade your joy for paying the creditors? Then it's time to be financially free.
Are you in debt or living paycheck to paycheck? Then I would suggest you may need a financial revolution.
New from Fixing the Money Thing, the Financially Free Kit delivers the tools you need to be free from debt forever. The kit starts with the all-new Financially Free Workbook, a practical how-to guide filled with step-by-step instructions for collecting the data you need for your free get-out-of-debt plan, forms, and worksheets. The kit also includes a DVD from Gary, walking you through the workbook steps to financial freedom.
This workbook will take you step by step through the process to get your family free.
Next, you get the Financial Foundations Toolkit, 6 CDs of powerful information to keep you tracking toward financial freedom. CDs include Revolution of the Mind Messages on Fear, Money Proverbs and Finances, Gary's Foundational Message, Heaven Here and Now, How to Protect Your Investments in Retirement, and Gary's It's My Business CD. Call, write, or go to GaryKeesee.com. And for only $75, get the new Financially Free Kit that also includes a set of financial scripture cards, handy reminders of God's promises for your finances, and a calculator from Fixing the Money Thing to track your progress.
Until you stop the debt trap and stop living according to the world system, you're not going to be free.
Call 888-391-LIFE. That's 888-391-5433. Visit GaryKeesee.com or write to Faith Life Now, P.O. Box 779, New Albany, Ohio 43054 to order the Financially Free Kit, Workbook, Instructional DVD, 6 CD series, Financial Scripture Cards, and Calculator for your $75 or more gift in support of Faith Life Ministries. For only $99 or more, we'll include the book that started it all, Fixing the Money Thing by Gary Keesee. Get started understanding kingdom principles. Read Fixing the Money Thing. Share your email address and you'll start receiving weekly encouragement emails from Gary throughout your journey to financial freedom. Gary Keesee wants to revolutionize your finances and teach you the kingdom principles you need to fix your money thing. Take the challenge. Call, write, or log on now to get your financially free resources to help you destroy debt and start living free.
I want to challenge you to get involved with this financially free challenge. We want to see you get out of debt. We remember what it was like to be in debt, to know the pressure of finances, and that's what keeps us doing this, keeps us going to help you do that. This financial workbook, there's a simple DVD that's going to take you step by step through everything you need to know and do with worksheets, and we'll even prepare a plan for you to get out of debt, showing you exactly with your numbers what to do, how to go about it. We do that completely for free, helping you to get free from debt, all right? There's so much involved with this, including Gary's scripture CDs that can renew your mind, teaching, challenging you spiritually, and giving you the practical things you need to know to get out of debt. This is a great thing you need to do. I'm challenging you. I want to see you free from debt.
That's right. It's an awesome experience to be free from debt, and
Yes,
you can
it
walk
is.
it out. It works for anyone. But I want to remind our viewers today, Drenda, that although we talked about insurance, that please, 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 insurance is an exciting topic. When you begin to investigate it and find lost money, it becomes very exciting. But remember, we do need insurance, but we just need to pay the proper amount for it.
Right. Remember, we're here for you. Call for prayer 24 hours a day. We want to believe with you, and we want to hear from you. Give us your story about why you want to get out of debt. We'll pick a winner and help them out by paying off $3,000 of your debt.
That sounds pretty exciting to me. I tell you what, life is better when you're out of debt.
Yes.
So we want you to get involved, and that's why we're here. It's why we do the program, to encourage and to just kind of be your team partner here and helping you get out of debt. Go to GaryKeesee.com and consider becoming a Team Revolution partner. We'd love to mentor you and work with you and walk this out clear to the end when you are completely debt-free.
That's right. We're here for you. Thanks for joining us today on Fixing the Money Thing.
Fixing the Money Thing is graciously brought to you by the Forward Financial Group and Lindsay Honda and Acura. Share your success story of debt elimination. Get your financially free kit to get started. Share your story, and we'll bless someone with $3,000 to continue paying off debt and enjoying financial freedom. Visit financiallyfreechallenge.com, leave your email address, and share your success story with us. When you need God's help, prayer is always the answer. Pastor Gary understands and wants to help. That's why he has caring friends standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to pray with you. Call and let's agree together. Come experience Faith Life Church for yourself and become part of a close-knit gathering of people who want something more. Located on the east side of Columbus, just 10 minutes from Easton off of 161. Come home and experience new life at Faith Life Church. Join Gary and Drenda Keesee in Raleigh, North Carolina, May 16th, 17th, and 18th at Celebration Church, 8700 Capitol Boulevard. For directions or more information, go to GaryKeesee.com. Fixing the Money Thing is a presentation of Faith Life Now.